Hi.
Okay, this is episode 3 of Rules Criminals, and I am Rachel, aka Kwayokai. I am the DM, the Dungeon Master.
And I am Sarah, aka Seriously Yellow. I am the player character, and I play Celestina Floofy Flap, who is a gnome merchant with rabbit ears and a tail.
Yep. Okay, so previously, in episode 2, what happened was Celestina got to the town of Trell, and she was traveling with her friend. Oh my god, I'm really bad at remembering everybody's names.
Middlesocks.
Middlesocks.
I was like Buns, and I was like, no. Mids is what I call her. I was like, hey, Mids.
She's traveling with her friend Middlesocks, who is a rabbit. She's a member of the Lepus, who are basically sentient rabbits. And Middlesocks had a problem where she believed that Busterbottom, another Lepus, that he had stolen a bracelet, a garnet bracelet, I believe it was.
Bunny-sized.
Bunny-sized, so that she could wear it from her. And so they basically traveled to Trell. And when they got there, they encountered Busterbottom being arrested by a guard. In the process, Celestina came to believe that Busterbottom was being falsely accused, that he was innocent. And so even though Busterbottom was not the...
He's an asshole.
Was not the kindest buddy to her, she decided to take custody of him. And she has the opportunity to try and prove his innocence for a week. She is debating the intelligence of this right now.
Should I be helping this jerky Buns? We'll see.
They got a room at an inn. She was able to place her cart and 2 horses and her traveling forge at a stable, and we are taking it from there. So,
hey, Bud.
Hey, Bud. The lie. All right. So,
that's funny.
Okay. From last episode. Okay, so you have just stabled your horses and a cart and the traveling forge, and you are on your merry way towards Trell. So, what are you doing?
Okay, I am going to go to the general store, which I believe was like near the inn where I came from.
Yes. So yes, it was the farm, and then you a couple houses. You got the first crossroads. Then it was the inn. Right after that crossroads, the general store, and then the police station. I'm saying police station, the guard station, I should say.
Yes.
It's not technically police. Okay, cool. So you're heading to the general store. Okay.
Yes. When I get there, how does it look on the outside?
Make a perception check.
Sure. I'll do one of those things. Well, I rolled a 5, so it ain't gonna be freaking good. My perception is a 1, so that's a 6.
Okay. Nothing really stands out about it to you. You think that it's you notice that it's a bit bigger than the store that you had in your hometown of Chessel. But beyond that, just seems like a regular store.
Okay, cool. So I go in. Is there a little bell? Am I going? Ding ding. I'm just gonna roll C for bell. Roll for bell. No bell. Fuck. I go in. The first thing I say is, "You don't have a bell?" Just to whoever I see. That looks like.
Okay. Bell. Why don't? I think the first person you see, so the first person you see is a person that is shopping. Mm-hmm. So this is a
this person does have a bell.
So this is a orc woman who looks at you, and she's like, "I don't need a bell."
That seems wrong. But okay. I go up to the what? I go up to the counter.
Yeah, so this is
I assume it's kind of a small store. I'm imagining one room.
It's about mid-sized. This is a store that has a lot of kind of random stuff. So this is a store where people get clothes from, not armor, but like actual clothes. There's like a clothes section. There's a section for like pots, pans, cooking utensil stuff. Like it's almost like in a funny
it's like
way,
a Macy's.
It's like a Target, is what I was thinking,
like a Target,
but like a very very small. Like
Mini
it's
Target.
got. Yeah, so there's nothing. They don't sell magical items here. That's in the magic store. They don't sell armor and weapons. That's in the smithy. But everything else that like a kind of average family would need, or an average person would need.
Does it have like different rooms, or is it just like one big room?
There's just
like
some shelves
on the wall.
There's just some different shelves
that
separate the sections, but it is one big room. And there's one counter that's at the back wall, and that standing behind there is a human woman who appears to be in her late 20s. She's white. She's wearing very comfortable clothes that look kind of worn out, a bit threadbare. A couple like stains on them that seem just like worn in. And she's in the middle of speaking to a sentient snake who is
like a snake person, or a person with snake features.
Like a snake person.
Okay.
A sentient snake. A member of the, I believe, let me just double check the name because...
So start with an A.
I think it's Anguis. Yes, the Anguis. That snake is...
I can't stop yawning. I swear this is super enjoyable and having a lot of fun. I just have yawned every episode so far, like nonstop. I'm just so tired.
It's a tough life.
My apologies.
So the snake is wearing a top hat, and he has a He has a bow tie, and he's wearing it looks like the bow tie is attached to like a cloak that goes down.
I knew he would have some kind of a cape with the hat, but yeah, for sure, yeah. He's a gentleman.
And so being a snake, he doesn't have arms. He's a snake body. So but he has his tail is up, and he has what looks like a really nice basket hanging off the end of his tail. And it's filled with a couple of things, including make a perception check.
Nice. 10.
Okay. Including a couple of gold, silver, and bronze pieces. And some items in the store.
Only I was playing a thief.
Some items in the store as well that don't seem in any way appealing to you, like
household wares. I see.
Yeah, it's like there's like 2 pans. There's a pot. There's what looks like a rug, the small rug. That's basically it. So the female human is speaking to this Angus.
I'm going to get online behind him.
Okay.
Just wait patiently.
Okay.
I'm going to obviously listen into their conversation because I'm online right behind him. So unless they're whispering to each other, I can hear what they're saying.
So I guess another perception check for that.
5. I'm not good at perception rolls.
Okay.
I need some more dice. These are just...
bad dice today.
I'm not doing any good today. It's not.
You're right there, so you do hear some things, but the things you hear don't make a lot of sense to you. He says something that you can't totally make out. But he has a very thick accent. It's very hissy. He's speaking in common, but it's very, very thickly accented. And you've never really encountered many Angus in your life, maybe a few in passing, but never a real deep encounter.
Okay.
He's saying something about his house and something about what you think is a few people's names. I can't really make it out well. The human woman is, this because you're a merchant. She's making small talk because she has to. She's not really interested in this conversation, but again, being a merchant, you could tell the snake he wants to. He's a customer. Yeah. So in like about 5 minutes, she reaches over and takes, a little bit of money, and, he says, "Thank you." And he goes out the door.
As he's leaving, I say, "Sir, you have an excellent fashion sense. I love your ensemble."
He tilts his head towards you, which tilts the hat a little bit, and he's like, "Good day, madam. Thank you very much for the compliment."
You are quite welcome. I hope you have a lovely day, sir.
You as well. He's out the door.
He's wonderful. I look at the salesman and I say, "He's wonderful."
She says, "Yes. Well, the Anglers here are really polite, so I don't really have much. At least the ones that come to town."
That makes sense.
So,
excuse me.
Can I help you with anything?
Yes. Hello. I actually was sent here from the inn. I'm Ina.
Nice to meet you, Ina.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Beatrice.
Yes, of course. Excellent.
Beatrice Mads.
Beatrice Mads. Excellent.
Do you need help with anything today? I have
yes, but not in terms of any purchases, unfortunately. The situation is that my what is it called? Lepus?
Yeah.
My a Lepus acquaintance of mine has been falsely accused of stealing. In 2 different situations, something has gone missing where he was right next to the object, and then when he turned his back and the person he was speaking to turned their back, the object was taken. And he's been accused of it twice, but it's he says very clearly that it's not him. And although he is, kind of an undesirable type of person, I do believe that it's not him. I was speaking to Analia at the inn, and she told me that you might have some more information about some thefts in the area, about some problem with stolen items. Some problems.
Roll an insight check.
What is with these low rolls? 6.
Okay. You notice her face seems to grow. She seems a bit stormy, a bit upset.
Okay.
She says, What did Analia tell you now? That I had information?
She said that you've been having some problems with stolen things and that you might be able to...
that is putting it mildly.
Okay, I don't remember her exact words.
Well, I'm just saying Analia should get her act together if she's going to be sending people my way. But regardless, there have been a number of thefts in the past weeks. I have lost a significant portion of my merchandise, of my inventory.
Have you noticed when this is happening? Is it when your store closes shop for the night?
Just throughout the day. Just randomly. Things are there and then they're not there.
Can I make a suggestion? Maybe if you put a bell on your door, you might hear when people are coming in and leaving. I know it sounds a little funny. It's kind of a cute thing for people here to shop, but also if there is an invisible thief running around, it's not intangible, right?
I'm so happy that Nali sent you to me to tell you about installing a bell.
Okay. Well, do you have any helpful information? Have you seen anything? What kind of items have they been taking?
Look, people come in and out of my store all day. I sell food, and she gestures over, and you can see this food. She's like, people come and they buy daily food. all the families in town do this, travels do this. People come and they buy whatever they need. Anything that's not magic supplies or weapons and armor, I sell.
Okay.
And I'm not about to have a bell ringing a million times a day when people are coming in and out and out. It's not necessary. This is, I've never had a problem with theft or stealing in any way before. It's been about, I would say, a month and a half. I would say it started in the middle of FASBA, which you know what I mean. As a DM note, right now it's the 4th of Ratis. It's just the beginning of the year. So she's saying that for the last month of the year, Terra, and then the 15th month of the year, Phasma. So
the 15th month, isn't that like the ghost month?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a ghost. I thought it was ghost. Okay, you say it just happens a lot throughout the day?
It's just something that I occasionally notice when I'm restocking. I don't have the time to constantly be checking my wares. I'm running the store basically by myself. So I have occasional help, but mostly it's just me. So I don't really have the opportunity to do a significant inventory check all the time.
Okay, that makes sense. DM question. Do I have some kind of spell that I can search for ghosts or talk to ghosts? I know that we had it that I also was some kind of a necromancy medium kind of thing, but I just don't know what she can do.
You have an innate ability that you can activate. We'll figure out exactly how many times. I feel like I probably twice per day, but I'm not 100%. I have to check and see if the main house, I think, not that I care that much. I'll do it. I feel like for now, let's do it that twice per day you can basically intentionally search the area, and in a, I don't know what makes sense of a radius for this. If there's any ghosts in the
normal spells are
I know it's
doing
30
feet, 30,
60
60, 90,
yeah.
120.
But it's not really like a pinpoint thing. It's like you'll know if there's something in the area. What you can do is if there's a ghost, you also, if it's powerful enough or if it's doing anything, you can see it.
Okay, that's just automatic though.
Yes, unless the ghost is really powerful and can block you.
Okay. And if I use my power to sense ghosts and I sense one, can I speak to them? Can I interact with the ghost?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to tell her. Okay, well, thank you for the information. Hopefully we can.
No problem. If you find the thief, you let me know, because boy, do I have words.
I will let you know. Do you sell books here?
Yes.
Where are they?
She points to a section close to the corner. There they are.
Okay, thank you.
Quite welcome.
I go over to the book section.
Okay, there's both books and scrolls.
Okay, I look for a cheesy kind of adventure, smutty sort of looking for fun novel.
Like a adventure romance novel?
Yeah.
So you are able to find that there are kind of nonfiction books is the majority. There are some fiction books. There are actually quite a few books that are, adventure and romance based. Given the state of the world, that's what most people are interested in right now. I don't think you'd find any science fiction.
Yeah.
There are some probably mystery and crime novels, set in this kind of thing. So yeah, you find,
looking for anything with
you find 10 books that seem similar.
Okay, anything with like an orc romance interest or a ghost romance interest, or maybe like something.
Oh my
What?
My dice strike again.
I've been rolling like 5s and under, or whatever.
No, I just rolled 4 d20s and I got 2 ones.
That's simple.
And a 4. And then this is not good. Okay. So you are unable to find any romance books that fit exact ghost or orcs. You find one that's a half orc. The rest of them seem kind of oriented on almost like
humans.
A lot of, I would say at least 6 of them are humans, and the remaining 3, there's one that's elven, there's one that's dwarven, and the last one is like a mythological one about like gods and like the far, far past.
Who does the half orc get with?
Perception check.
Is he a dude?
Perception check.
I said he is. Is he? Okay. 5.
I can't believe this.
5.
I just rolled the 4 d20s again, and I got 2 20s.
These people.
I just got 2 20s. I can't believe that. Okay.
I can believe it. I'm putting all of these away. I'm getting different things.
So, the half orc is a guy, and he romances a male elf, a male dark elf.
That's solid. Okay, I am going to. And you said there was one about like old gods.
Yes.
What's that one about? What is that?
What's that one? What's that one?
You're the one who said it.
I know I said it. I'm aware.
You put yourself.
I have myself to blame. That one is about an ancient god of mischief who is trying to show that she loves this goddess of beauty, but the goddess of beauty thinks that the goddess of mischief is just being mischievous. So it's like a case of like misunderstood romance.
Okay, I'll pick up that one.
Okay.
And I'm just going to sit in the corner of this, not sit in the corner of the store, stand in the corner of the store so that I can see the whole store.
Okay.
And
so you are, I have to be clear about this.
Yeah.
As I said, there are shelves in the middle of the store. So being a gnome, it's going to be hard for you to see the whole store because there are shelves in the middle that are stocked with things.
Yeah, but do they go to the ceiling? I thought they were just like
no, but they're like grocery store shelves. They're like high to a certain extent. Like you probably can't necessarily reach the top shelves of things.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to, from one corner of the store, so that if I slowly pace back and forth, I'll be able to see all the aisles.
That's fine. You can do that.
Okay. I'm going to start reading the book. I'm only be paying like a little bit of attention to the book. I'm going to just slowly go back and forth of the aisles, and I want to be looking for any sign of like something moving on the shelf when obviously nobody is touching it.
Okay.
Like anything.
How much attention are you paying to the book? Is it just a facade?
It's a facade.
Okay. Are you going to be turning the pages of the book, or are you going to just be holding it? Like, are you going to be like looking at it and kind of
I'm going to be like going like this, like in the really cheesy spy movies. Like, okay. I'll be like going like this, and then like when I get to the end, I'll flip a page and I'll turn back around and like
okay,
and I'll flip a page at the same corner. So like I'll be walking in one corner, walk, flip page, walk, flip page, walk, flip page. But I'm looking at the store, but I'm not going to be looking at the wall by me because I want to look, you know what I mean? Like I can't look everywhere.
Okay. How long are you going to do this for? Do you want to like start with half an hour and see
I
what
want to
happens?
start with an hour.
You want to start with an hour. Okay. Okay. We'll do perception checks. Make 2 perception checks for each half an hour is what I'll do.
I'm rolling 2 dice.
That's fine.
Okay, I got a 10 to 17. You're good dice.
Okay.
You to the side.
You do not notice anything.
Okay.
An hour has passed.
What time is it now?
You said that you were going to meet back for lunch, so I'll say that you woke up, you know, it was around probably 8 a.m.
We went right into Trell.
You had breakfast first.
Yes, but then we went right into Trell. We got Busterbottom.
Let's say that it's 11 by now. I'll say that you moved a little quickly. It's 11.
Okay, so once time is in an hour. So I'll do this for another hour.
Okay, another 2 dice.
$10, 13.
Notice nothing.
Okay. I put the book back on the shelf.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
5. Can I roll something? It's not perception. Is not 5.
I don't know what to tell you. That's what to say. When something else plus perception will work, I will allow it. But for now, okay. You don't notice anything particularly.
Okay, I leave.
On your way out, Beatrice says, "Excuse me."
Turn around and say, "Yes."
Are you going to buy that book that you were reading for 2 hours?
I go up to the counter.
Yes.
I say, I wasn't reading it. I was hoping to catch the ghost that is stealing things. I was using it as a cover.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
16.
Okay. Beatrice gives a really heavy sigh.
Like I literally didn't read it at all. No, maybe I read it.
I appreciate your effort, but I would rather that you not.
How much does the book
cost? You don't have to.
No. How much does it cost?
The book is $1 silver.
I plop 2 silver down the counter. I say, for your time and your trouble, you can keep the book. I look forward to seeing you again. Have a good day.
Oh, she says, well, I'm not a thief. Like, take the book if you want it. Take 2 books.
Okay, I'll take 2 books. What the heck?
Okay.
I say I'm going to take the 2 goddesses one, and I'll take the half-orc elf one too.
That is fine. Enjoy.
Okay. Yes, thank you. I might be back to try and catch this thief before I leave.
Well, okay.
It was lovely meeting you.
You as well.
Celestina. I actually introduced myself as Ina. Okay. And I say, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your business.
Of course, anytime. On the way out, I grab the 2 books and
okay.
I leave.
The 2 goddesses book is called Mischievous Love. And the book about the half orc and the dark elf is called Define Destiny.
Nice. Two goddesses. When there was a half orc / drow / Define Destiny. Beautiful.
You're welcome for the fact.
Thank you. Now I have some smut to read as I'm traveling. Beautiful. Okay, so I go back to the inn.
Okay.
I go to the room first.
Okay. When you enter the inn, Analia is not behind the counter. You notice that she is carrying a big plate of food, and she is like a tray that has several plates on it. And that area that was to the left that had a bunch of tables, there's about maybe 9 or 10 people at different tables, and she's serving.
Do I see my 2 bunny friends somewhere on the table?
Roll a perception check.
Why?
Because you're looking.
17. Hey.
Nice. You actually don't see them.
Okay. I go past. I go into the room.
Okay.
Are they there?
Busterbottom is there.
But Middlesocks is not. Okay. So
roll a history check for remembering.
14.
Middlesocks had jumped off the car and told you she was going to look around the town and that she'll be back for lunch.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's
not back.
Not back yet.
Okay. Yeah. I say, "Hi, Buster," and I put my 2 books into my sack and put my sack down on my bed.
Okay. He looks super bored and his ears perk up and he's like, "That's Bottom to you." And he turns around and wiggles his tail at you.
I'm not interested in your strip routine.
There's nothing to strip.
All right. Anyway, I'm trying to clear your name, but it's looking impossible, so you might have to go down for this. But let's see what I can do.
He's like, "It's been like 2 hours."
Yeah, but no one has any information because it's a ghost thief.
He lies back on the cot dramatically, and he's like, "You have a week, so maybe don't give
You're
up right
not
away."
like compensating me for my trouble at all, and you have this theory that people should do shit for you for nothing.
Isn't it enough that it's the right thing to do?
No.
Well,
I have a 10-year plan, Busterbottom. I left home specifically. I have things on my agenda to do.
10-year plan.
I understand that you don't want to live among society and you'd rather be naked and fucking running through a field, stealing carrots from farmers instead of fucking helping anybody do anything.
It's not stealing when they give them to me, number one.
They don't give them to you.
They do.
Well, they probably do because they're nicer than I am. Because I'd make you pay for it or help out with farming or something at least. And the only reason I'm not making you help out with something at my shop is because we have quality products and I don't trust your craftsmanship. That's the only reason.
You don't have a shop. There's no shop for me to help out in.
I do have a shop. It's just mobile right now.
That's not a shop. That's a cart.
I turn around and leave. This buddy almost died.
He says, waiting. I'm hungry.
I almost had Buddy for lunch.
Yikes, cannibalism.
My ears twitch. Okay. I go at a table. It looks like it. I assume there's a free table.
Yeah.
Okay. So
she has the same amount of tables as just rooms. That way, just in case it's full, like
Logical.
everybody has a table. So
okay. So do I see mids anywhere yet?
Whoops, I'll check.
Why? I just sail it. Let's just go with me sailing it. 12.
Yeah. You see that it looks like she has just sat down because she has a bag and she's kind of like putting it down next to her. She's sat.
I go down to next to her. I'm like, Mids, how's your day going?
Fine. I got a little bit of shopping done that I needed to do.
What'd you get? I peek in her bag.
It looks like she got some. It's like really small farming tools.
Oh, logical.
And she, but they look.
Yes, doesn't my family make those?
They look enchanted to you.
Oh.
They look like that. Like you can sense that it's enchanted.
What enchantments do these have?
She says, just simple ones, really cheap, just to make them last longer. We do so much farming over in, Tristle Trestle and, I'm sorry, Tristle Trossel.
Tristle Trossel.
Yes. She says, it's just, this whole thing is getting to me. I'm just forgetting everything.
No, you're fine. Don't worry.
She says, she says, we go through this equipment so quickly, because it's so thin compared to the larger size, offerings.
And you do a lot of farming.
And we do a lot of farming. So I was trying to get something that was a little bit more. I know that you don't have any enchantments available to elongate the life of something. So
yeah, I'll work on it.
Well, no rush. You do you. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Busterbottom hops up onto the chair that's next to Middlesocks.
Mm-hmm.
And he eagerly is looking over to see where food is coming from. Middlesocks just like...
She is so angry at him. Like she can't even. She's not even looking at him. In fact, she's ignoring him.
Where did you sit down at the table?
Next to Middlesocks.
Yeah, it's okay.
Where did you buy these? Like what store?
Well, I went to the smithy and I just asked if he was able to, get if he had some more farm equipment, and he did.
Check it out.
Apparently they have an Anguis population here.
Yes,
so they
I met the cutest snake. He had a top hat. He had a bow tie. With a cape. His tail. He was
very elegant.
A basket with his one. It was the best thing I've seen today, by far.
First one was like, I thought I was the best thing.
I was just supposed to be like, I punch you in the face. No. She holds herself back and punches her in the face. But she thinks about it really hard.
Middlesocks just dismissively waves her paw. She says, and then I got them enchanted at the magic store because they're so small, relatively speaking. Obviously I think they're a perfect size, but you know how it is.
No, I understand.
You live in a human world,
I understand. Everything is big people size.
But the enchantment was done pretty quickly. So that was fine.
Excellent.
And it's a simple enchantment too, so.
Yeah. Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, I just want to get that done.
Yeah. I look over it and see if I could see, oh my God, what's her name? Amalia, anywhere.
You do, see Analia. She appears to be reloading a tray. It seems like everyone else has been served at this point, so
we sat last, so that's fine.
Yeah, so
I look at Busterbottom as she's on the way over, and I was like, don't say anything besides thank you. Seriously.
I can speak
No.
to people.
I mean, no. You can't. You haven't learned that part.
This is very rude.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid.
Anali comes over. She sets down the food. She gives each of you plates. She has smaller plates for
Excellent.
The two
buddies!
and you also have a smaller plate but bigger than theirs.
Oh, so I have a gnome-sized plate. Excellent.
Yes. And everything's filled with food. There's some meat. You have some meat and some vegetables. They just have vegetables.
Okay.
I
say, oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Everybody gets a cup of water. And she says, oh, of course, no problem. Bon appetit. And she goes back.
Okay, I dig in.
Okay. Yeah, so do Middlesocks and Busterbottom. It's decent. It's good. You know, it's you can tell that it's very generic.
She made a bowl of
like it's
food.
Like the stuff that they have available at like fairs or medieval times or like things like it's meant for anybody who comes in with any palate to be able to have and not have a problem with.
Yeah.
So it's not specifically seasoned that much or anything, but just a little bit just to make it good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you eat. Do you want to have a conversation while you eat, or do you just want to?
I will say. So I spoke to Beatrice, who runs the general store, about this ghost thief problem, who told me that she is having things being stolen pretty regularly, and she hasn't been able to catch someone. I was trying to subtly hide out and see if I could see anything moving around that shouldn't be, but I didn't see anything. Cost me 2 silver in the process. Oh well.
Socks is like, why?
Because I was reading this book, not reading it, like I was pretending to read it, while I was basically staking out the place, trying to see if something weird was happening. And
I was like, staking out the place.
I'm ungrateful.
I mean, anyway. You do seem sort of ungrateful, that's true.
This buddy is testing her face, it's red. She's about to fucking throw it back to jail. So I don't give a shit about this town's problems. Have a great fucking day. This is not my problem situation right here. It's funny, but like normally I play like adventure types who like want to help. But she's a merchant who wants to like get her business going and sell things, and like
no, it's fun. It's
it
good.
Doesn't, it's like good. If you're gonna be a fucking
you can do whatever
asshole,
you want to do. It's fine.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like for the shows, people know, like
it's fine. It's all good.
Different type of character, but she's ready to have some bunny soup.
So
with her
Middlesocks puts up her paw to block like Busterbottom, people being super passive aggressive.
Like, anyway.
She's like, so as you were saying.
I do the same thing, so I can't see him. Actually, I go like this specifically, so I can't see his face. I'm talking to her. So anyway.
You see his ears tops a little bit twitching, but
I hold up my hand just a little bit.
Okay.
So I can't see it at all.
It's covered.
Okay. So anyway, then the shop owner got a bit annoyed that I was there for 2 hours, quote unquote reading, even though I wasn't reading the book. And I was going to leave 2 silver because the book was 1 silver. I just thought whatever it was, I'll pay double for it just to make her not, like I'm a merchant too. I understand the predicament she's in, and I don't want to make enemies of any merchants. And but then she's like, oh, I'm not a thief. You could take a book, take 2 books. And so I was like, I wasn't going to, but then I thought I have a lot of travel ahead of me. Like, it might be nice to have like 2 cheesy, smutty kind of books, to read. So I grabbed, the one that I was pretending to read and another one that looked interesting. And, now I have 2 books.
Cool.
Yeah.
Middlesocks says, yeah, that's nice. At least it'll be entertaining. I mean, the road can be, from what I hear, the road can be really boring.
I mean, well, you were on it with me. It was pretty boring. I mean, not for long, but yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It was.
I must do, yeah.
Okay. You guys finish your meal.
Okay.
When you're done, Analia starts collecting the plates and everything.
I say, thank you so much, Nolly. I really appreciate it.
Middlesocks says, thank you. Busterbottom's like, thanks. And I said, oh, you're welcome, no problem. She collects everything. Middlesocks looks at Busterbottom and says, you have to go back up to the room. Busterbottom's like, yeah, I know. And he hops off his chair and he goes back up the stairs.
I look at Middlesocks. I'm like, my parents told me to help people when you can. And I'll try. But it's getting really expensive for me to help him. Not just in personal time, as in this is setting me back, but in actual coin that I've spent so far here that I was not planning on spending. And he's so ungrateful. And like, this is not my problem.
Make an insight check.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
There it is.
Could you get away? Get your hand out of Get it out!
I'm rolling 5s!
I'm rolling 1s. Calm down.
You always roll 1s, though. You used to it.
That's true. So, a natural 20, okay. So you get a bunch of information from this roll with Middlesocks. So, the first thing you know, the easiest thing to grasp, is that Middlesocks seems incredibly torn.
Uh-huh.
From her past, that she's being a friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know that she is the kind of person who, while she does think that it's important to do like the right thing, the good thing,
mm-hmm.
she also is someone who has her own goals and agenda. And if something doesn't work alongside them, she doesn't really want to get involved. So her opinion in general, like she's here, she came along with you because of her bracelet. You have 100% certainty that she would not have even traveled with you without the bracelet. Yes. Even though she needed this farm equipment and that she got enchanted, you just get a sense that like she was utilizing the time she had, that she would not have made this trip for this specifically.
Yeah.
She would have just dealt with the equipment breaking, at Trell that she got.
Yes.
So knowing that about her, okay, you get a sense that because you got an natural 20, you get a couple things. One is she has a smidgen of guilt because she is aware that she accidentally thrust you into this. She was planning on taking care of it by herself, which she told you at the time. But you were like, "Oh no, it's no problem." And but she didn't expect it to snowball out of proportions he's getting arrested, things are being stolen, this guard is like, you have custody over him. She didn't expect all that when she agreed to help. So she kind of feels like, "Oh, I put Ina in a difficult position accidentally. That sucks."
Yeah.
Another thing that you get from this insight check is that she seems used to Busterbottom's behavior. She is not negatively reacting as much as you are. You know that, Trissel Trossel is a little bit away from Chessel. They're really close by, but it's slightly, it's maybe half a mile outside of Chessel. And you know that a lot of the Lepus come into Chessel, but there's a bunch that also don't. You don't really have a lot of experience with Busterbottom. He's
I've definitely heard things
You've
bad
heard
about him.
Well, more of what you've heard has been like, Busterbottom. And kind of you've gotten the sense from gossip that he's a troublemaker, but also nobody really cares that much.
Okay.
That it's a close-knit community. Everybody knows everybody. When he told you in the room that he didn't steal food, he was given food, yeah, you believe that. Because that's the community that Trissel Trossel is.
Yeah, okay.
In fact, you believe from this insight check on Middlesocks that Middlesocks does not believe that Busterbottom would go on a thieving spree. She originally thought that he took the bracelet, and she was like, I don't know why. And one of the reasons she was angry is because it seemed so out of character for Busterbottom and so unexpected. People just don't steal from each other in Trissel Trossel. That doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So when she then heard that he was trying to steal a health potion, you now get this sense that she's like, what is going on?
That's uncharacteristic. What do you need a health potion for? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And the last thing you get with the natural 20 is that, so you get a sense that Middlesocks has to bounce with it, that she has a history with Busterbottom, and she is like, this is weird. She's clearly annoyed by his behavior, but she also thinks it's strange. The last thing that you get from this inside check, because it was natural 20, is that Middlesocks is half over it. She wants her bracelet back, and she wants to go home.
Yeah.
She seems kind of impatient. And she's like, what happened to the bracelet?
Yeah. So
that's what she gets. So she's hesitating right now. She tells you, she's like, I feel you. I understand your frustration. I don't really know what to say. I don't believe that Busterbottom was visiting this town for the past month and a half, as you said, this donor, and has been stealing things.
Yeah.
That seems outrageously ridiculous. Clearly something else is going on. Could it be that Busterbottom stole my bracelet, came here, and something else is happening, and it just happened to be a configuration of events? Maybe.
Seems unlikely.
I don't know.
Let's go to the room. I wanna have a powwow with Busterbottom.
Okay.
I thank the innkeeper again.
Okay.
On my way to the room.
And I says, "Oh, no problem. Have a good rest of your day."
Thanks, you too. We'll see you for dinner.
Yep. 6 hours.
Okay. I go in the room.
Okay.
I hold the door open for Middlesocks.
Okay. Middlesocks goes in.
Okay, I close it behind me. Do the doors have little doors for small
so
people?
The way that the doors
is it
work,
several handles?
It is actually because this is a society that is very intertwined with animal people who have different heights, and they're also this town. You've seen orc people in this town. I should say orcs. You've seen snake people. You've seen humans with snake heads. You've seen so this is an orc human snake area.
Uh-huh.
So the doors are designed in that fashion. So they're big enough that an orc could easily, there's one handle that orcs could easily use, and they're tall enough for that. Then there's also a smaller handle, orcs and humans use the same handle. There's a smaller handle that almost, you don't actually, you know what, roll a, oh God, for the state of the world. Just tell me, just what did you roll?
9.
Okay. That's enough to know. I don't immediately know what it would be. I don't know, maybe history? What's your history?
3, so 12.
Okay, so from hearing stories from adventurers about just random stuff and asking around, especially you're a merchant, you're imagining what does your store look like? Your front door. You like the bell. Like there's things that you're like.
I do like the bell. Why is she hating on the bell? The bell is wonderful.
People have different ideas. It is what it is. That's life.
I'm gonna get a bell with my fucking cart.
And just the whole day.
I might get it. Just ding, ding, ding. There's my customers. Diggle, liggle, liggle.
So
probably pretty good.
you know that especially in larger cities that they have a smaller, like sometimes even a smaller door insert in a door for gnomes and
dwarves.
The
snake people, wouldn't they need like a flap or something?
Some places, based on what the nearest animal population is, they tend to that. You did see the snake gentleman use the end of his tail as a kind of makeshift hand. So you do see a smaller door. So it's basically like a door about this big or so.
A smaller door.
That's for the smaller animals that has a handle here that, Middlesocks can easily open, the snake people can easily open. And then there's a bigger door that's for your size. And then there's a larger.
So a small, medium, large door. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I opened the medium door from the door. I close it behind her. Thank you for the explanation.
You're welcome.
I was like, how does this work with these doors? So I look at Busterbottom.
I mean, remember, this world has been this way for at least 1,000 years.
Yeah.
So people are just used to it. It's not even a question.
They've adjusted.
Yeah. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
Probably
for me.
Probably the main door of your parents' shop in Trell had a similar setup.
Makes sense. Okay, so I close, or I say, Busterbottom, we have to have a conversation.
He's like, thank the gods, I'm so bored. What is the conversation?
Okay. I sit down on my bed.
Okay.
I grab my pack just so that I have it with me when I leave.
Middlesocks puts down her bag and jumps up onto her bed, just thinking.
Okay.
Seems like the thing.
And I tell him, I'm like, I want to be honest with you, and I would like for you to seriously consider things from my point of view here.
Okay.
So none of what's going on here affects me at all or is in any way a problem for me that I am responsible for solving. The reason why I stopped them from arresting you is because I do think that you're innocent of these crimes that you're being accused of. And I believe you. And, I was raised to do the right thing when it's possible, when you can. And I am going to do my best today to see if I can find the actual criminal and get you, cleared of these charges. But that is because I already paid for the food, the room, the storage of my cart and horses and smithy for today and into tomorrow morning. I would like to leave here tomorrow morning. If you want me to stay longer to help you, and you cannot offer anything for my helping services, I need you to at least be respectful and grateful, because I am spending my hard-earned time and money here when I do not have to be doing it. And I am someone who can try and locate ghosts and talk to them and figure out what's going on. And I believe that I could solve this problem, even if maybe I can't before tomorrow morning. But if you continue to be rude and ungrateful, I will put you back to the guards and move on my way. I won't feel good about it, but I don't think it's fair to expect people to do things for you when you have nothing to give back, especially if you are going to be just ungrateful. Do I roll?
Buster, I'm debating what to roll. Okay, you can choose intimidation if you want to kind of force him, persuasion if you're looking to do it in a kinder way. You could choose one of those two.
Persuasion. Okay. She's not looking to be. She's trying to be honest with him. She's telling him how it is.
But there is an intimidation factor of I'll put you back in jail.
Yeah. Okay. I rolled an 11. My persuasion is +5. Okay. Also, it's better than my intimidation, which is +2. Cool. So +5, and I rolled a 13.
Okay.
So 18 is. Did I roll a 13? Is that right?
You rolled an 11.
You're right. It rolled over. Thank you.
That's fine.
An 11 +5, I got a 16. I was like, no, I didn't roll a 13. What?
So. Busterbottom says he's quiet for about a minute, long enough that you are like, okay, he's thinking about this. He's considering this seriously. And he says, you don't actually know me. No, we've never really talked. I understand that you chose to work and live in the system that is the majority system that society has. And you are looking to, be a business owner. And you're looking to, well, I guess technically you are already a business owner, but you're looking to expand. I understand the situation you're in. I don't agree with how the world is run. I don't like it. Part of what really is frustrating me right now is that something is going on that is causing me to become a victim, a unintentional pawn in this system that I don't like or agree with. I think that if these people here knew me as a person, they wouldn't think that I had taken anything. I don't have any need to take anything. I don't want to take anything. I actively do not want anything. I'm not wearing clothes because I don't want belongings. If I could speak on my behalf and be heard, I think I would be let go. But this guard now believes that he saw me stealing a health potion. I didn't do it. I have no memory of doing it. I didn't actively do it. I understand that what you're asking is for compensation that would typically be provided by someone who's living in this society that you are a part of. I don't own anything like that. I can't offer you anything. I can try to be at least quiet if someone is pissing me off. But this whole situation is ridiculous, and I'm being forced into dealing with these people who are just immediately assuming that I'm a criminal when I'm not. I can try to get money to give you. I could borrow money from people in Trussell and work it off. Like, I don't want you to be screwed over because you're helping me. But I also don't know how I can get out of this without the help of somebody like you, somebody who's in this system, who understands the world, and who can work with it. I don't know about your idea about if there's a ghost thief or not. I don't know if that's true. I don't know what could have happened.
That's what
I'm not saying you're wrong or right. I'm just saying I don't deal with that. I don't know. But that's where I'm at.
This is what I want to say. I understand you don't have money and that you can't compensate me. You told me that from the get-go. But you have been rude.
I don't think I've been
that
rude.
I cannot abide by. Because if I am helping you for free, literally to my detriment, I am paying money. I am losing resources that I possess, that I was saving for other things in order to help clear your name. I don't know you. You're right. We don't know each other. I was just thrown into this because of trying to help Middlesocks locate her bracelet, which I'm still hoping to do via finding this thief. But it's a matter of not only am I not getting a reward, and maybe I will. Maybe there's a bounty or something on some kind of criminal. I haven't checked with the guards. But putting the money aside, I cannot keep trying to help you specifically if you keep acting rude. And I understand that to you haven't been rude. What I'm saying is that I feel that you have been nasty to me. So at the minimum, me putting all this time and effort into this, you can try to be more polite.
Roll either intimidation or persuasion.
Persuasion. A natural 1. He doesn't give a fuck about me.
Okay. He says, how about this? I don't know when I'm being rude to you because what I consider rude is not what you consider rude. So I can't make promises on that. How about what I do is you give me a bill for the money that you believe that I owe you, and I can give that money to your family in Chesil, and they can send it to you.
I will consider this.
I will try to be as quiet as possible because I don't know what you think is rude. You say I'm being rude, and I'm just
naturally
living.
Rude. I understand.
Well, according to you, but not according to everybody.
I look at Middlesocks.
Middlesocks shrugs. She says, some people in Trossel think he's funny.
Okay.
Some leftists in Trossel think funny.
Well,
some buns.
I feel like we're done with this conversation. And honestly, I do want to get back to trying to find this ghost criminal who I believe is somewhere in town. So I'm going to go do that.
Busterbottom interrupts and he says, and I'm doing what you said. Like, I'm staying in this hotel room. I was left alone and I didn't run off. Like, as much as I can, I'm following what you say. I think that should count for something.
I appreciate that.
I know, but you think I'm rude anyway. Fine.
Well, I didn't have to take you. I didn't have to take you into my custody in the first place. Like, you're right. I don't know you, and I've done all these things for you, and you're not grateful. I don't know how to say it.
Put me back. And
okay, whatever, man. I leave the room.
Middlesocks follows you.
Okay, I take my bag. Okay.
Middlesocks stops you in the hall. She's like, wait, Enid, wait.
What? I'm not interested.
I can take custody over him.
Okay.
let's go back to the jail. I'll just sign the paperwork over, and I will take custody of him.
You can't find this criminal.
But I can pay you.
You don't need to pay. It's just...
Well, it is my fault that you're stuck in this situation.
I appreciate your thoughtfulness, but yes, I am helping you, and yes, we are friends, but I don't want to take your money. I am annoyed that he does not understand that he's been rude to me. He said I didn't have a store. I came in and I was like, "Oh, hi, Buster." He was like, "It's bottom to you," and he wiggled his tail in my face.
He was like just some kind thinking he was being funny. Listen, I understand that he could be super annoying. I agree with you. I know, but I'm very fashionable, forward thinking.
And I was kind of like, "Oh, lol, that might be funny or whatever." But he's like, "Oh, I'm so bored," and he's like, "Oh, I'm this, I'm that," and I'm just like, I understand that he doesn't want to be a part of society, but he is a part of society. If he really didn't want to be a part of society, he doesn't have to live in Trissel. He can go in a cave somewhere and live as a rabbit that does not have sentience. If he really did not want to. But he is putting himself in society. And the fact is, whether he likes it or not, society arrested his ass. and now he can sit there and be like, "I don't believe in your system," but he's still fucking arrested. So, like, guys.
Middlesocks says, "I get it. My offer still stands if you change your mind. I am willing to both take custody and I am willing to pay you because it is my bracelet that brought us to this situation."
I appreciate it, but I do believe I can solve this problem, and I'm hoping to get money from the town for it since he's been harassing the person at the general store and the guards, apparently. So I'm going to first go to the guard station and see if there's a fucking reward, and then I'm going to go about town and see if I can find some more information on this.
Okay.
But I appreciate your offer. I will take it into consideration. But honestly, I feel that if I can't solve this, I don't think it makes sense for you to take him into custody. The whole point of taking him into custody was to find the actual culprit. Which I'm not trying to be offensive, like you can't do. You don't have the powers to do it. So I mean, if it
like I said, I could hire you. Like that is an option on the table. I understand that you're saying you will consider it. You're not sure about it now. You're not really feeling it now. You might change your mind.
There is no reason for you to hire me to solve a problem of the town of Trell. Do you understand what I'm getting at here?
I could hire you to find my bracelet.
That's true.
Which, if, as you believe, it is a ghost thief, you're right. You have the skills that I do not possess to speak to ghosts and to find them. And I would need to find someone with your skills if a ghost stole my bracelet. What else am I supposed to do?
I will think on this.
Okay.
I might just ask for reimbursement of the fees of staying in town.
You figure it out. Figure out what you want to do.
As long as you're sure you don't mind. Because I feel like you're only offering because you're friends.
Middlesocks puts her paw on your knee, which is kind of where she can hold on to you, and she gives you like a little understanding rub, and she's like, I value our friendship. Your friendship means a lot to me. I definitely don't want this to come between us. So I don't want you to feel like obligated. This is my problem, and I just want you to know that I appreciate you.
Aww. I lean down and give her a little kiss on her head.
She's like, oh.
And then I give her a hug. I say, "Oh, Vince, I love you."
She hugs you back. She's like, "Oh, I love you too,
Yeah. Okay, I let her go. I say, "You can keep shopping if you want, or hang out with that jackass in the room. I have to go do some investigating."
I might just look around town. Just
Yeah.
For kicks.
But I'll see you back here for dinner. It's at 6, so.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Of course.
Okay.
She
I give her a little high five.
She follows you down, and then she kind of goes a separate way out of the inn.
Yeah, I give her a little wave, and I head towards the guard post.
Okay. That is, so it's the inn, the general store, and then the guard post.
Do you want to stop here? Because it's been just over an hour. Well, a little more than over an hour, but for this episode, leaving the inn and on my way to the guard post.
That is 100% a good place to stop. Okay. Then that is the end of episode 3. Yay! I hope you all enjoyed it. Good work.
Yes. Thank you.
On
to you as well.
Thank you.
I'm trying my best here.
And we will see you all for episode 4.
Yes, we will. Enjoy your day.
Yes.
Enjoy your day.
And the YouTube ending, comment, like, subscribe. I don't know what I first said.
That one.
Okay, thank you so much. Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.